This video is to go over a few of the assignment questions that I noticed people had trouble with. And the first one is question number 1 on the multiple choice. This is a question that a lot of people made mistakes on, and it's to write the fractions for the shaded and unshaded portions. One way you can look at this to help yourself from choosing the wrong answer is to see it as 1 whole and 3/4 in the second figure. 1 3/4. We know that 1 3/4 can be changed to an improper fraction by the C method. So 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 equals 7/4. So when you chose C with a denominator of 8, what you were doing is looking at the pieces individually, like there's 8 pieces in total. But fractions don't work that way. What we do is look at the number of pieces a single figure is divided into. And a single figure here is divided into fourths. So 1 whole box is divided into 4 pieces. So we have an answer of 7/4 shaded, and the 1 that is unshaded is only in one of these boxes. And so that is 1/4. So whenever you're doing a question like this, make sure you don't fall into the trap of counting the total number of pieces. You count the total number of pieces in a single figure, and that becomes your denominator always. So the answer here is D. Now I'll take you through the long answer questions. So we're going to show the work and write a sentence here for full marks. So we see this restaurant has a maximum number of people that are allowed, 208. And the restaurant is 7/16 full. So how many people are at the restaurant? So another way we can look at this is we have 7/16 of the maximum, which is 208. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply. And we can multiply any number first. I'm going to take the 208 over 1, and I'm going to multiply that by 7/16. And when I do my cross-reducing or I reduce at the end, either way, you're going to end up with a total of 91. So 7/16 of 208 is 91. And the sentence you would write is, there are 91 people at the restaurant. For number 46, you need to visualize what's happening here. We're pouring 2/9 of a liter of nutrient solution and 2/3 of a liter of pure water into a tank. So we're pouring these 2 items into a tank. And then at the end of the experiment, we have some liquid that's evaporating. So that's going up back into the air. 3/10 is going back up into the air. So 2/9 is going in, 2/3 is going in, but 3/10 is going out. So this lets us know the operation that we need to do because we're asking for what's left. So we're going to combine the amounts that we're putting in the tank, 2/9 and 2/3, and then we're going to subtract 3/10. Now there's a number of ways you can go about doing this. You could change the denominators for the 2 that you add and then change for when you subtract, or you can change them all at once. It's really up to you, no matter which way you change them, as long as you're changing your denominators correctly, you're going to end up with the same answer as me. What I'm going to do is change them all at once. And I'm going to see that I have 9, 3, and 10. So I'm going to count up by 10s until I hit a number that they all create. And I go through 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 is the lowest common denominator here. So I'm going to actually multiply to get to 90. And that may not be the way that you did it at all or thought to do it. like I said, you could just look at the 9 and the 3 and do those two first, and then use the 10. There's a variety of ways you can solve here. So that's going to give me 20 90ths, 60 90ths, and 27 90ths. And I'm going to add the 20 and 60, getting 80 90ths, and subtract the 27. So I'm going to end up with 53 90ths. And 53 is prime, so that's in lowest terms. So we have 53 90ths of a liter left in the tank. For number 47, we have 48 students in the class, and 8 of them are studying less than 1 hour a night. 6 of them claim they never study, and the rest say that they study more than 1 hour. So what fraction of the students are studying more than 1 hour? So what we need to do is we need to combine what we do know. So we're going to take that 8 plus 6, and that gives us 14 out of the 48 students that we know about. So the rest is where we take the total 48 out of the 48, and we subtract the 14 from that 48. And when we do that, we get 34 48ths. Now I took 2 different answers for this question. So the question says, what fraction of the students are studying more than 1 hour each night? 34 48ths I accepted because 34 of the 48 are studying quite a bit. But I also accepted the lowest terms because you can divide both of these numbers by 2. So if we want to keep this in fractional form, technically we should have it in lowest terms. And so 17 24ths are studying more than 1 hour. So 34 48ths or 17 24ths of the students are studying more than 1 hour. Lastly, number 48, a YouTube star makes videos that take 2 1/3 minutes each to record. How many videos can be completed in 56 minutes? So what we're doing here is we are taking away the time from the total time. So every video is coming off that 56 minutes, and we have that repeated length of the video. So what are we doing here? We're dividing, and we're dividing the total time we have, 56 minutes, divided by each video, each little chunk coming off. We know with division of mixed numbers, we need to change to improper fraction, and we also need to keep, flip, and change. So I'm going to do these step by step. So I'm going to put 56 over 1 divided by 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And we know that we need to change this now. 56 over 1 changes to multiplying by 3/7. We can cross reduce here, leaving us with an answer of 24. So we can have 24 videos completed in that time frame of 56 minutes. If you have questions about other assignment questions that you got wrong and you need some help with, please email me so that I can help you with the solution. I can either send you a picture or a short video to help guide you through that question.